This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll have a first down past the 40. Man open left side is Brown. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
16 yards.
First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the safety creep. 80 weapon.
From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Now the ball comes loose. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we're good. Right 85. Hey. We got three. Three down. Switch.
Here's Carr to throw.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Go! Show it! Kill!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught! And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Down! 180!
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Check 99. Check 99.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Easy.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
15, 15. 552. 552. Watch the curve.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
39-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, 57, 57. Wide, get wide. Wild, 64, weak.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
White down. White 80.
You better bring it.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
50. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
3, check 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Carr now on 1st down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
36.
Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as 9. 3 down. Check 43.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Check nickel. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. White.
On 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Check. Crunch.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's hungry.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Know your job.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Check 13. Low, low, low.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play, where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
53. He don't know no better. Kill, kill, kill.
From the 24, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Carr now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up.
Now Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, remember this? Check out route. Watch out.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Yellow.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
15.
Here I come again. Kill.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he lost the football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Monday, down. You 188.
Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You're not ready. Back. Later 2.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You will do. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Carr gives to Rashard. Oh, good move. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
We're good.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crap.
Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Carr. And it's hauled in by Nelson. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Get off the field. Check.
Come back. Let's get it now.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Make sense.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Yellow, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let him know, let him know.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, D.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
They'll run it with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 16. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
Check 52.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Jim, 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 Jim.
To throw, it's Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Carr now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
65. Slam, slam.
Go Chief.
On first down, it's Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Kill, kill.
On play action, it's Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
6-6, bullet high. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, check, lucky.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got it. Check the backer, check the backer.
Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, 734. Let's go, D.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 37. Check 37.
Carr now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
To throw again. Carr. And he comes back with one complete. Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
You General West.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Yellow.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Attack.
Watch it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Davian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
8 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. Man open left side is Brown. 16 yards, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4 down, check, check. Check, Fresno.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Throwing again. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
On first down, it's Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, Hyde. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They run again with Hyde on first. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Pull it together.
Check nine. He's coming. He's yellow. We got double.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Alert 3. Deuce right, Chief. Check. Topper.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Chris Jones on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
At the 36-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Tackles.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Get it together, defense.
Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check out, check 26, check 26.
Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.